solar technology that could deliver power 24 hours a day. What if solar power didn't stop working when the sun went down? For decades, solar energy has been one of the fastest growing renewable energy sources in the world. Solar panels have become cheaper, more efficient, and more widely adopted than ever before. Today they can be found on homes, businesses, and massive solar farms across the globe. But despite all of this progress, solar power still has one major weakness. The sun doesn't shine 24 hours a day. When the sun sets, traditional solar panels stop generating electricity. That means energy must either come from another source or be stored for later use. Until now, batteries have been the primary solution. However, a new generation of energy technology is exploring a completely different approach. Instead of storing electricity, these systems store heat. And some experts believe this could become one of the most important energy technologies of the coming decade. One company helping to develop this concept is Exawatt. Their goal is simple but ambitious: capture the sun's energy during the day, store it as thermal energy, and then convert it into electricity whenever it is needed, including throughout the night. So, how does this technology actually work? The process begins with sunlight. Rather than relying solely on conventional solar panels, thermal energy systems use specialized collectors designed to capture and concentrate the sun's energy. The collected solar energy is then transformed into heat and stored inside specially engineered thermal storage systems. You can think of this as a giant rechargeable heat battery. Throughout the day, the system absorbs energy from the sun and stores it at extremely high temperatures. Instead of storing electrons like a lithium battery, it stores thermal energy. Then, when electricity is required, whether that's during the evening, overnight, or during periods of high demand, the stored heat is released and converted back into electrical power. The result is a renewable energy source that isn't limited to daylight hours. This is important because one of the biggest challenges facing renewable energy today is something known as intermittency. Wind turbines only generate electricity when the wind blows. Solar panels only generate electricity when the sun shines. But homes, businesses, hospitals, factories, and data centers require power around the clock. That's why energy storage has become such a critical part of the renewable energy transition. Most people immediately think of batteries when they hear the words energy storage, and batteries certainly have an important role to play. However, thermal storage offers some potential advantages that make many researchers excited about its future. For one thing, storing heat can be significantly less expensive than storing large amounts of electricity in chemical batteries. Thermal systems can potentially use abundant and relatively inexpensive materials while still storing enormous amounts of energy. In addition, some thermal storage technologies can be scaled to very large sizes, making them attractive for industrial facilities, utility companies, and large-scale infrastructure projects. And there is another reason why this technology is receiving so much attention right now: artificial intelligence. The rapid growth of AI has created an enormous demand for electricity. Every AI query, every cloud service, every large language model, and every data center requires vast amounts of power. Major technology companies are investing billions of dollars into new infrastructure to support the next generation of AI systems. Some forecasts suggest that AI-related power demand could increase dramatically over the next decade. This has created an urgent need for reliable, clean energy sources that can operate 24 hours a day, and that's exactly where thermal solar energy could become extremely valuable. Imagine a future where large solar installations collect energy all day long. Instead of sending every unit of electricity directly into the grid, a portion is stored as thermal energy. When the sun goes down, the stored heat continues generating electricity through the night. The result could be cleaner energy, greater grid stability, and less dependence on fossil fuels during peak demand periods. Of course, like every emerging technology, there are challenges. Converting heat back into electricity is not perfectly efficient. Some energy is inevitably lost during the conversion process. Engineers must continue improving system efficiency, reducing costs, and proving long-term reliability. There is also competition from other energy storage technologies, including lithium-ion batteries, flow batteries, pumped hydro storage, and next-generation nuclear energy systems. The energy industry is evolving rapidly, and no single technology is guaranteed to dominate. But that doesn't mean thermal energy storage should be overlooked. Many of the technologies we take for granted today were once considered experimental. Solar panels themselves were once viewed as expensive and impractical. Today, they are one of the cheapest forms of electricity generation available. Thermal storage could follow a similar path. As technology improves and economies of scale reduce costs, systems like those being developed by Exowatt may become an increasingly important part of the global energy mix. The world is searching for ways to produce clean electricity around the clock. And while batteries have received much of the attention, another solution may be quietly emerging. A solution that doesn't store electricity, a solution that stores sunlight itself. If companies developing thermal storage technologies succeed, the future of renewable energy may not depend solely on capturing the sun's power. It may depend on learning how to keep that power available long after the sun has set, and that could change the way the world thinks about energy forever.